是我们现在做的怎么样，将来神会按着我们所做的来报应我们。
But what we do now, God will reward us in the future. That is evil for evil. Well, not evil for evil, but God will reward us accordingly to what we do now.
所以我想希望这样有回答到问这个问题的人。
Hopefully that answers.
就是我们还是要小心我们的行为是不是有得罪神。
We still need to watch out if our actions offend God.
Yes.
I actually have a question about that. But if it's already forgiven, that means it must have been done, which means it has to be done. So, like, no matter what, it doesn't seem like we have a choice but to make a mistake, to be forgiven. Because forgiving, to have our sins forgiven is in the past tense.
So there's a theological debate on that. So one of them is Calvinism. So basically, it says that God has predetermined everything. That basically we don't have a lot of free will. We do have free will, but we don't have a lot of free will. So we just basically plays out as what God intends us to play out. But that's one of the theories. So we're really not sure about what God's.
So what happens happens.
Huh?
So whatever happens happens.
Yeah, that's one of the theories.
Okay.
But that could be supported biblically too. By the way, some people do hold that view, but a lot of people don't. So I don't know if that maybe you can help.
Yes.
I think the difference is between whether we do something because we're earning our salvation, or whether we do it because it's not necessarily good for our lives. And so God tells us what is sin and what isn't, because sin is not necessarily good for our lives. So those are the things that are in the Bible that God tells us not to do. They protect us from having hardship or hard things in our lives. So it's not about, we don't have to earn our salvation, it's already there. But if we seek to live a holy life or a godly life, we're gonna have a life that's more fulfilling, and we're going to be able to serve God in the best possible way. So I think that's the difference. So the sin is already paid for, and but that doesn't mean we should continue to sin. It's like Paul said, everything is permissible, but it's not all good for my life. So that's basically, that's the difference. We're not earning salvation, but we shouldn't sin because sin brings things into our life that are harder.
So Jesus died for things that he didn't necessarily die for, because we can choose not to do it.
There's been sin since original sin. So since Adam sinned, there's been sin in the world, and you have inherited that sin through Adam. And so because of that, Jesus did have to die. He knew that we would all sin. We're sinful people because of the original sin.
Thank you. All right. Annie, do you want to answer another question?
This is okay. Can God love people differently? How can God love people and send them to hell? So can God love people differently? I believe that God loves each person according to their needs. So I think God loves me very different than how God loves Yen or Teresa. So I think God does love different people differently, but according to your needs, He loves you perfectly. So that's what I believe. And how can God love people and send them to hell? God doesn't send anybody to hell. That it is a choice. Going to hell is a choice. So God lays it plain. You want to go to heaven? That's fine. I have already died for your sins. All you need to do is accept what I have done for you. You don't even need to die on the cross. You don't need to suffer. All you need to do is receive. And so if you willfully want to go to hell, you're going to have to step over Jesus' body. So saying, you know what, you died for me, I don't really care. I'm going to step over your body, I want to go to hell because I don't want to spend eternity with you. So God doesn't send anybody to hell. So people choose to go to hell.
这个问题是为什么相信神后还是 empty？
Why do we still feel the sense of emptiness after we have come to Christ?
那我觉得有很多种可能。
Many possibilities.
一个是说，有可能是我们虽然相信了神，但是我们每天并没有跟他建立一个好的一个关系。
One of the possibilities is that even though we do put our trust in God, we have not lived our lives on a daily basis with Him, with a good relation.
有可能是我们只是礼拜五或礼拜天去聚会，
maybe we're just Friday, Sunday Christians.
那但是其他周间的时候，有没有每天就是有祷告啊，然后安静，然后读圣经啊，聆听神的这些声音？
But perhaps on the other days you have not been seeking God, doing your quiet time devotions and worshiping Him on all the other days.
那还有一种可能是我自己最近有经历过的，
Another possibility is one that I have experienced recently.
就是有可能是从魔鬼啊、恶者来的攻击，
Perhaps it is attack from the enemy.
就是让我们每天发生很多会刺激我们的事情。
Perhaps allowing a lot of circumstances to happen in our lives and stimulate us.
然后可能就是会影响我们想要远离神啊，或者让我们觉得神并没有与我同在啊。
And cause us to be apart from, to want to depart from God and not want to be with God.
那所以为什么我们相信神，但是每天还要紧紧抓住神，跟随神是很重要的。
That is why that not only do we trust in God, but we grab hold of Him tightly every day.
这就是我会。
One last one.
Okay.
We have time for one last one. All right. Can someone lose their salvation if they completely turn away and reject God? That's a long theological paper. But quickly answer. I'm not going to give you a yes/no answer, but I want you to think about this. Can someone lose their salvation? Why would someone want to lose their salvation? If they truly don't want to be with God, I don't think God will force them, right? But then there's the other view. If you are already children of God, God can't really disown you in one way. But I believe if you truly say, God, I don't want any part in your kingdom. I don't want to go to heaven. Then maybe you never were in the kingdom to start with. Maybe you never belong to Him. That's why you have these thoughts. That's why you want to depart from Him. I'm sorry, I get too excited. Who asked this question? So maybe that's why. So those are the two possibilities. Do you really belong to God? And why do you want to depart from Him so far? So I think that's the question. Have you ever really belonged to God? Okay.
All right. I have one last question here. Okay. And I can't really answer this question because this is a question for all of us. So give me a sec. So will there be a joint event like this in the future? What do you guys think?
Yeah!
Okay, I guess the answer is yes. Okay. And what is the expected outcome? Awesomeness! Okay, and somebody gave us a suggestion, it seems, that in the future when we hold an event like this, maybe we can directly invite some groups, some social groups maybe, like the Taiwanese student club. Yeah, so so this is a suggestion, a shout out. Okay, and I think that ends our night, and we're gonna have some refreshments at the back. So thank you for coming.